Hi friends, welcome to Diva's Nest. Today we are going to make a very quick tasty curry which we can have along with rotis. So this is scrambled egg curry, or you can call it egg burji curry. So let's get started. So the main ingredients what we require is tomato, onions, shallots, egg and some dried chilies. Now we need to finely chop the onions and tomatoes and keep aside. Then into a bowl I am taking 4 eggs. Into that I am adding 2 teaspoons of finely chopped onions, and I am also adding 2 teaspoons of finely chopped tomatoes into it. Then we can add some curry leaves, or if you have coriander leaves you can add coriander leaves also. Then we need to add here a pinch of salt as per taste and a pinch of turmeric powder. And next we need to add green chilies, or you can add pepper. So here I am adding around 1/4 teaspoon of pepper into this, and then we need to combine everything together and beat the egg well, and then we can start making the burji. So once this is ready we'll keep it aside, and then we'll take a pan. Into the pan here I am adding 1 tablespoon of oil. You can take any cooking oil. I am taking coconut oil. So into that, once the oil is hot, you can add the egg mixture into it, and then mix well and make burji out of it. So once you get the right consistency, then you can take it off the flame. So you don't have to break it into very small pieces. You can leave it at this stage and then take it off the pan. Next we'll start making the gravy. So for that, into the same pan I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oil, and once the oil is hot I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then I'm adding a small stick of cinnamon and cloves. Then we are also adding 2 to 3 elaichis. So once you add all this and once they splutter, then we'll also add the red chilies into it, and then the onions. So you can add the onions and the shallots together. The shallots give a nice taste, and at the same time it will help in making the gravy a little thicker. So I'm adding a little salt and ginger garlic paste, around 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. Mix all this well and saute it till it turns light golden brown. Once the onions are all well sauteed, next we will add the tomatoes. So this is around 2 tomatoes finely chopped. Into that I am also adding chopped curry leaves. So you can add coriander leaves also, and allow this tomato to be well cooked. Once the tomatoes are cooked, we will add the masala powder. So I am adding around 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of garam masala. So after the masala is all added, mix well and allow it to cook for around 5 to 6 minutes till the raw taste of the masala is gone. After the masalas are cooked, next what we are doing is I am taking half of this particular mixture and then adding into a mixer jar, and then we need to grind it into a fine paste. So that makes the gravy even more creamy. We can add water as per requirement into the mixer jar and grind it into a fine paste, then add it back into this pan itself. And now we need to add little bit of water. So here I am taking around 1 cup of water, and then we need to add it into the gravy and mix it and make it into a consistency of your choice. So you can add little more water if required, and at this stage we need to check for taste. If here I am adding a little bit of salt more, and once the taste is all adjusted, now we need to cover it with a lid and allow it to cook for around 5 to 6 minutes till the masala is all well cooked and the oil starts releasing and it becomes thick and creamy like this. So instead of grinding the masala, you can also add cashew paste into it. That also makes the masala creamy. So once it is done, now I am adding the egg burji into this. Mix well and then allow it to cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Then it is ready. So instead of egg burji, as I told you, you can also add paneer at this stage. So finally I am sprinkling some pepper powder on top, and now I am also adding some kasuri methi, the dried methi leaves. So you can also add coriander leaves again. Since I did not have coriander leaves, I've avoided that. Now our curry is ready to be served. So it's very delicious to be had along with roti. So hope you all liked it, and please do share your feedback, and please don't forget to subscribe and like, share our channel. Thank you so much for watching.